3 years ago, for probably about 6 months, was having chronic back pain. And I'm really healthy. I to eat organically, I was fit. I was under an incredible amount of stress. So I knew there was something to do with that. And I was doing a hardcore workout program, and I kept having to stop because my lower back would just be completely out. I mean, bring me to my knees sometimes when I get out of bed. And then it was the third time that happened. It was almost healed, and I was ready to get back into the workout program, and I felt a really tight pain in my right hip. And it was a very different feeling, and it was kind of the feeling as if you would have worked out hard and something pulled, but I hadn't done anything. And I just kind of kept checking in with myself, like, what was that? And it got worse, and it eventually went from that tight feeling to a tingly feeling down my leg to my knee, and then it eventually went all the way down to my foot and ended up being sciatica. And it was 6 months of insane pain, and I tried everything. I'm a single mom. I have a daughter who's 8 now. At the time, she was 5. Yeah, and it was intense. I mean, there was nights I was just be on the floor crying and like make her something really simple to eat and just fall asleep on the floor. I went to the osteopath here. She was like, sounds like you have sciatica, bulging disc. We can put you on medication if you really think you need it, but why don't we do physical therapy first? And at that point, I had done some chiropractic. I think I had 3 chiropractic sessions, your traditional. And then I had 2 shiatsu sessions, 3 acupuncturist sessions, some other alternative healing. So I was trying all kinds of avenues, and I was being really repetitious with it. I was taking tons of natural anti-inflammatories, and I was also taking, which I don't usually, I definitely am more into natural medicine. I started taking tons of aspirin, like ibuprofen, and was just counting down that last hour till I could take more. It was that painful. And my neighbor, who actually the one who did shiatsu on me, she told me about Dr. Sophia. And she's like, it's really different, I can't explain it, but you should go check her out. And I was like, I was a little jaded at that point, but I was like, okay, I was still at my wit's end. I mean, I'd be driving my daughter to school just in tears. It was so painful. It was so weird too. It was just the strangest sensation all down my leg of like needles, and it was craziness. So then the first day I came in here, it was pretty wild, because it wasn't like a instantaneous, this is went away, but it was the first time out of everything I tried where the best way to describe it was I felt like a really stiff, inflatable. And it was like somebody opened it up and allowed it to deflate. And it was like all the like tension basically was able to ease up a little bit. It was definitely noticeable. And so I was like, all right, I kept coming back, and within 3 months, the sciatica was gone. I mean, within just like a month or so, it definitely was easing up. I could tell. And I just thought of this recently, because it's been 3 years. I come now just for maintenance, and I just love it. And I bring my daughter. So it's been a beautiful journey for both of us. But when I first started coming, I could not lay flat on my back or on my stomach for those 6 months. I couldn't reach my foot, my toe. When I get dressed, I'd have to it was so strange. And everything was just like tangled up basically. And she totally helped release and untie and untangle, and it was miraculous. I tell people all the time, like, this is very different. I still can't completely explain it, but it works. And I notice definitely my 2 biggest things, aside from the pain, being healthy and better now, but my breathing. I know now to breathe. I'm way more in touch with breathing now than ever before. Deep, deep, deep. The sea to shining sea, she calls it. And I love that. And I've definitely been able to pass that more on to my daughter and even friends. I'm like, are you breathing? Always. And then the other thing is just my posture. I definitely noticed my posture. People tell me, like, oh, are you a dancer? Your posture's so good. And it was not always like that. So this has been amazing.